Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John. Thank you, thank you. Oh, hey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So much. You made it! You made it! Hi, it's nice to see you again. Wow. Long day class so far, huh? How you doing? Hi! You remember me, right? You remember me from the other day? Well, just in case you forgot. Just in case you forgot. I am Monet of... Take two. Monet of Before Me Nice, second generation Pedalite. Groovy, funky, retro, cutie, Monet. Desu. How are you feeling today? Well, thank you so much for upgrading to Takaramono. How am I feeling? Oh, you know, I'm feeling very happy. I'm in a great mood. You a little hungry? Oh, you do look a little hungry. You are looking a little hungry. Is that a math class? Oh my gosh. I bet you're extra hungry after thinking that much. Did you know I'm really good at math? Mm. I can help you with your homework. I can help you with your math homework anytime. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 9 plus 10 equals 21. 9 plus 10 is 19. Baka. You're looking really hungry, huh? Wow. What's 8 times 8? 64. Right. Yeah, see, I told you. I told you. 7 times 9. Don't ask me. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that one. 72? Right. Oh. 63. Oh. Oh. Okay, but see, I'm really good at math. Why was 7 afraid of 8? Wait. Huh? Huh? Ma. Are you just here just to tease me? Huh. Who are you calling a scary object? Well, I thought you would be hungry, so I brought you something to eat, but if you're gonna be mean to me, I guess you're not that hungry. You're starving. You're gonna die. Well, what if I told you that I woke up extra early today to make you some lunch. Hypothetically, if I had made you some lunch, would you eat it with me? You don't look like you brought anything to eat. Yeah. Well, in that case, let's eat. I'm hungry too. You were planning on having cafeteria sub. No. I made this for you. All myself. My hands still hurt from the little stamp cutter thingies. Alright, are you ready? Say ah. Can you say ah? Open wide. Ah. Ta-da! I made you a bento. I made you a bento. Ta-da! Ta-da! What do you think? Would you like to eat it? Would you like to eat it? I even picked you up a canned coffee from the vending machine. I thought you'd like it. I thought you'd want one, you know? And since you're good, you can use with me my favorite cinnamon roll chopsticks. So let me show you what I made for you, right? Let me show you what I made for you. So, oh, sorry. So right here, right, we've got white rice with a pickled plum umeboshi. I love these. These are my favorite. I hope you like them too, right? I love these. I hope you like them too, right? And then I made here. I'll show you. So right here, we've got a. You don't like it? Shut up! Yeah, you will like it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. I made some cucumber salad, right? So it's cucumber with some sesame and some sesame oil, some lime, some chili crisp, some like sea salt. It's really, 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 really tasty. I think you'll like it. And look, do you see the carrots? I made these really cute just for you. I made these extra cute just for you. In the middle, we've got fluffy egg omelet, tamagoyaki. Very, very tasty. And then my favorite part I'm the most excited about. Let me flip it around for you. You have shrimp croquettes. Crunchy, crispy shrimp croquettes. Look. They came out perfect. You hear that? You hear that crisp? They came out perfect. They came out perfect. And then I put a little bit of Kewpie mayo in here, in case you want something with your croquettes, right? I hope you like it. I tried to make it extra cute. See, I put little friends on here. Here's a little otter. Here's a little dolphin, right? A little seal and another little dolphin. Do you like it? Do you like it? I worked really hard to make this for you. I worked extra hard to make this for you. If you're wondering, the little green stuff here, this is shiso leaf, right? I thought it would add some nice color. You can eat it too. You can eat it too. It's edible. It tastes really good. Here, try some of my cucumber salad. Say ah. Say ah. Oh, it came out really yummy. Mm. They're a little slippery. Mm. Thank you. Oh. Mm. Their eyes look so good. I love umeboshi. Not everybody likes umeboshi, but I love them. I love umeboshi. Honestly, I could eat like 3 of them with this rice. Here, I'll give you some rice. Here, say ah. Say ah. Is it sweet? It's like... Have you guys had chamoy? It's like a sweet and sour plum. It's a pickled plum. It kind of tastes like chamoy. Which is the craziest thing to compare it to. But, let's open up our drink! We need to shake this. No, it's not beer. It's not beer. They don't allow beer at school. We've got coffee. We got coffee. Got kankohi. I got it just from the vending machines in the hallway for you. How do I open this? I don't want that. There we go. You want a sip? My daughter says hi, hello! We're having lunch together. Now, let's eat some more of this. I want to try some of the egg. I want some rice section. It's okay if you had a bad day. I'll make it better. I'm gonna have a little carrot. You like it? It's in the shape of a cherry blossom. I cut all these carrots by hand. Oops. Try some of the egg. Just tear into it like this side. Say ah. Say ah. Oh, the egg came out really good. It's nice and springy. And a little sweet. Very refreshing. Wow. I can't get enough of this cucumber salad. Where are the yellow squares? That's egg! Here, I'll show you. I'll show you up close. Ta-da! It's egg! No, it's not tortilla. It's egg. It's egg, not tortilla. What? It's egg. It's not tortilla, baka. Most expensive part of the meal. Hey, don't think about that. Don't think about that. The price doesn't matter, okay? It's the love that I put into this, okay? I want some umeboshi. Oh my god, I made the rice pink right there. I love umeboshi. Oh, I love umeboshi so much. I went to bed when the streaming came over from work. When the streaming again. Welcome home! Alright, should we try the croquettes? I want a little bit of egg though. I want more egg. I'm gonna finish this egg. Alright, let's try the croquettes. A little bit of Kewpie in here. Let's try with this guy first. Cheers! There's shrimp inside. They're a little heavy with these plastic chopsticks, though. I think I'm gonna eat this with my hands. Put a little Kewpie on there. Cheers. They're really good. They came out perfectly fried. Super perfect. Perfect for some cucumber salad. If you like it, is it yummy? They say that the perfect balance for bento is color. So you're supposed to feed not only your stomach, but your eyes, right? And that makes it extra satisfying. So that's why I wanted to add a lot of color, right? The yellow of the egg, the orange of the carrots, the green of the shiso leaf and the cucumber. I wanted to have a little bit of red with the chili crisp. Right? The brown orange of the shrimp croquettes. And the little blue pink colors of the little like toppers, right? And the white and the red of the rice. Oh my god. I grew up eating croquettes a lot as a kid. It was very nostalgic for me. I was laughing at myself while making this because I was standing in the kitchen, you know, making this, putting everything together, like decorating it, organizing it. And I was just thinking like, wow, when's the last time I put this much effort into one of my own meals, you know? I never put this much effort into like sorry, my nose is a little runny. I never put this much effort into like stuff I just make for myself, you know? But knowing that like, you know, like knowing that it was gonna be shared with you and for you, like suddenly I had so much more energy, you know, and like I tried really hard to make it pretty. I was really motivated. It's like you like us or something. You're okay, I guess. Do you want some of my coffee? I drink from it though, is that okay? Is that okay? I drink from it though. It's fine. You don't care about... I don't care about germs, do you? Let me get this little dolphin out of here. I cut 2 different shapes of carrots. I did cherry blossoms. And then... little flowers like this. You know? Here's it. Ah! The home feed. You're alright, get in. Hey, hey. Ew. Chopsticks are a little flimsy, I'm not gonna lie. I went with these ones because they're cuter, but the wooden ones I have are a little easier to eat with. I'm gonna take some more rice, why don't I think I gave myself a little bit of too much rice. I always do this. Anytime I have a rice dish, I always give myself too much rice. Wouldn't like a personal set. Are you kidding? I wouldn't have used disposable wooden chopstick for a bento video. I want more egg. Good boys, open wide. Say That's right, eat out of my hand like a dog. I really like how the egg came out. Can you close up? I don't think so. Did I lay those eggs, huh? Huh? What's wrong with you? I should put some garlic on here. Oh, I forgot to say, I put a little ginger paste in the cucumber salad too. I think it made a really big difference. I think some like minced garlic would have gone really good with this though. But I don't have any minced garlic. I only have fresh garlic right now. Yeah, I had some ginger paste. So the cucumber salad is obviously cucumber. Some lime juice that I squeezed. Some sesame. Like, I use like something like the same furikake I put on the rice, you know, with like sesame and seaweed, right? And then I used like big chunky salt. The kind that's like big chunky like crystals, right? And use sesame oil, which I think like cherries it. Ginger paste and chili crisp. And it's really good. You can make it at home really easily. I just put it all in a Tupperware and I shook it. And it came out perfect. I think some garlic would have really elevated it though. It's too bad. I love cucumbers. This kind of cucumber salad I think is a really perfect snack with like a beer or something. You gave me a cucumber for my birthday. Wow, thank you. And cucumbers are so good in salad. Mom made me a bento and ate it. I'm sharing it with you. A little brat. There's some more, right? My nuggies. I guess I do look like nuggies. I haven't done the thing where I put a cucumber next to my cat to freak them out. Yeah, they don't care. My cats don't care about the cucumber. And look, if you stick around with me, I'll always make sure you're well fed. Nothing makes me happier than eating with you. So I'll always make sure you're well fed. Don't look at me struggling. Don't look at me struggling. Eating together. Eating together is like... It's like listening to music. You know? Where... You don't need words. Right? You don't need words, like... It's the act. It's everything else about it, you know? It's all your senses. All your senses do the communicating. You don't need words. It's just vibes. And I think that's really beautiful. You can share culture. You can share your history. You can share recipes, you know? My family was always very strict about having to eat at the dinner table. Growing up, I was never allowed to eat at my computer. We didn't eat on the couch or anything. It was always like, you either eat at the dinner table or you don't eat, kind of thing, you know? And it was very rare that I was allowed to, like, eat at a different time, you know? And as a kid, I used to be a little grumpy about it sometimes, like, but I don't want to eat right now, Mom. Or like, I want to eat later. She'd be like, no, you're gonna eat now. Like, you're gonna eat right now. And I understand now that it's like, that family time was very important, you know? Because I think if you don't do stuff like that, sometimes you don't even spend time with your family. You know what I mean? I gotta take the little guy out of here. It came out so perfectly crunchy. I'm struggling so much with these cucumbers. Don't look at me. I got some Kewpie on my cheek. My chopsticks are a little flimsy. You see how they're like bent? One of them is like a little bent. They're a little like... They're a little bent. Yeah, these don't have much grip at all. I already ate my... Oh, my bushy. Kinda made a big bento, didn't I? There's a lot of food. I got these just because they had cinnamon roll on them. We are big eaters, it's true. I'm sorry if you fall asleep in your next class. The little tummy. But if you have a full stomach, then that makes me happy. But growing up, my family always had this saying, and I think it's a saying in a lot of places. It says, panza llena, corazón contento. Full stomach equals happy heart. That's true, right? So look at the cucumber. You want one? Here. Panza llena instantinos con diarrea intestinos. Bleh. No. ¿Es pura comida saludable? Bueno, a lo mejor las croquetas fritas no, pero... See, the shrimp looks so good. We're almost done with everything here. I'm so happy this came out so good. I worked really hard for this. I'm so happy. I was so nervous that it wasn't gonna come out well, you know? Or that like it wasn't gonna look good. When I went out with my sister yesterday, I went out and bought all the ingredients and everything. A lot of the ingredients I already had. But I went out and bought a lot of stuff. Because I wanted it to be fresh, you know? I wanted it to be fresh for you. I'm really happy too, cause last night, so like I'm not somebody that usually gets migraines, so like I didn't know how to recognize it, right? But last night, like through the entirety of last night's stream, I had a hell of a migraine. But I just kind of like, I don't know, I just kind of like ignored it. So I was like, well, I'm sure it'll go away, you know? I just gotta wait and it'll go away, right? I was like, I'll just keep drinking water. Maybe I'm dehydrated or something, right? But I did think it was weird because like at the beginning of stream, at some points during the stream, and then like especially right at the end, I was having like blind spots in my vision, and it was freaking me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because it was like hard to type. It was like hard to read stuff on my screen, and I was like, what the fuck? This is so weird. Right? I was like, this is so weird. That had never happened to me before. I guess it's a pretty common thing with migraines, but like I don't get migraines often, right? Or if I do, like to me they're just like, oh yeah, it's just a headache, right? It was the first time I had anything visual like that, so I got a little scared at first. I was like, man, what the fuck, you know? That's like one of the main reasons I ended up like ending stream, because I could have hung out a little longer, but I kept seeing like the blind spots in my vision, and I was like, I was just kind of, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you guys, right? I was just thinking like, I should probably go and rest, you know, like this is probably a sign I should probably stop playing video games and get some rest, right? And yeah, sure enough, when I was lying down, like my head was throbbing. It was crazy. I feel fine now. It's still, my head still feels a little funny. But it's not that bad. More than anything, right? It just kind of like, it hurts when I sneeze. Like when I sneeze, it feels like my brain is rattling around on the inside of my head. Right? But working on this bento, making me lunch, I like totally forgot about any of that like pain, any of the headache or anything. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Totally worth it. I'm getting full. I gotta push through and finish this. I wonder what the shiso leaf with all the sauce tastes like. Oh, that's probably gonna taste good. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. Have you guys ever had shiso leaf? It's really good. Are my glasses up to date? Yeah, I got this prescription like a year ago. Shiso leaf is really good. It's really good. It kind of tastes like, kind of like Thai basil. It's really tasty. I really like shiso leaf. And it's nice and aromatic, so it makes your food smell really, like, really tasty, you know? No, get off. Get off. Here. Don't say I take man bites! Fuck you! I'll kick your ass. How could you say that? After I made you a bento? Yeah, I'm a girl with a big appetite, so what? take man bites. I was hungry. I didn't eat. This is the first thing I've eaten all day. You guys have no riz. You guys have zero riz. One of these days, Mono's gonna lose it. Now I've lost it. I know I can kill. A soul pledged to the darkness. Dun 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 What was that an opening for? Was that the opening for Darker Than Black? I don't remember anymore. Long time. Yeah. I'm the happiest person you've ever seen eating plain white rice. It's good! You guys are so judgmental. Oh my god, I'm getting so full. I'm like struggling to finish this a little, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you have something strange you can show us?
Something strange? What's something strange? Oh, here's my salt shaker. I'll show you my salt shaker. Jan, this is my salt shaker. This is my salt shaker. It looks like a pine tree in the snow. And the more salt you put in it, the more snow there is, you know? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You didn't hear that. Oh gosh. I'm getting really full. Let's finish this. Am I the only one who gets horse girl vibes from stream? You want to just have a monoplush after I finish eating. You know, I was friends with the horse girls in school, but I've never ridden a horse. I hate to say that, like, the most elegant transportation I've ever been on is a cheap-ass cart being, you know, like, cheap-ass cart carried by a donkey in Mexico. I've ever gotten. Donkey drawn carriage. That's about as fancy as I've gotten. But yeah, I've been on a tram before. I've been on a ferry. Right? Been on a bus. But like I've never been on a horse, you know? I've been on a donkey though. I think after the donkey cart, I've never been on a fancy tram like that, like the ones in San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco. I've been on a horse, or not a horse. I've been on a donkey though. Okay, that's a lie. Actually, the fanciest thing. Well, I didn't ride in it, but the fanciest thing I've ever sat inside of is a Bentley. I got to sit in a Bentley once. When I was younger, I used to help out with the family business, and my family has like a kind of like a gift shop kind of thing, you know, specializes in gifts, right, and things that you can gift. And so during the holidays, we you know, like there's so many orders during the holidays, and we would deliver. So me and my sister would take her car and go deliver, right? We would go do deliveries. Well, one of the orders was this house all the way up on the hill. You know, like, you know where the rich houses are? You know where like the fuck you money houses are? You know, like the kind of houses that you see in like magazines. You know where those houses are? That's where we had to go deliver. And I loved going on those deliveries, right? Because you get to see the houses. You get to see the cool houses, right? Up close. And you get to go on the hill, right? Yeah, where the McMansions are, right? Like, and like, I really do mean like, this is where like the fancy ass architecture is, you know, like, yeah, like that kind of stuff, right? So we go up, and we were giggling the whole way, cause it was a delivery from like 3 escorts. So it was like this dude who was obviously very rich, and his escorts were sending him a present. And so we go all the way up to this huge house, and it is a gorgeous house, you guys. Like with a pool, like basically like an infinity pool going off of the cliff. So that, like, if you were standing in the pool, like, you would just see the sky and nothing else. Like, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous house. We pull up, there's, like, 6 insanely expensive cars in the garage. And one of them, a black Bentley Continental GT. AKA my dream car. My dream car. Which I know I will never have. But the Bentley has been my dream car for so long that one Christmas my mom even got me like a Bentley keychain from the dealership. She got me like a keychain. That was my Christmas present one year. Anyway, we deliver it, and the guy, how many donkeys would your dad sell me for? I don't know, dude. I don't think my dad gives a fuck about me. Sorry, I didn't mean to trauma dump. Anyway, back to the story about the Bentley guy. So we like deliver his stuff, right? And he catches me like basically like eyeing down his Bentley in the garage, and he's like, "You want to take a closer look at it?" And we're like, "Oh my god, can we? Oh my god, really?" So he brings the Bentley out of the garage into his driveway, and he's like, "Do you want to sit in it?" And we're just like, "No fucking way, really?" And like, it's just me and my sister at the end of a busy holiday, right? Like, so we're all like scrunkly looking, our hair's all messy, right? And he opens up his belly and he lets me sit in the driver's seat. And you guys, that wasn't even my car, but I swear that like every inch of that seat felt like it was like specifically made to order to fit every centimeter of my butt cheeks. It was insane. It was insane. Like that to me, like I felt the peak of luxury. I felt the peak of luxury. It was crazy. And like, God, the inside of those cars are gorgeous. Super gorgeous. I really like the outside too. So then, we get out the car and everything. My sister takes some pictures of me with the Bentley, you know, like posing on it, you know, like she takes a picture of me in the driver's seat, like pretending to drive it, you know. And I'm pretty sure, like at this point, the dude is probably looking at us like these girls have never fucking seen, you know, like luxury in their lives. And so he's like, and then to tip it all off, right? At the end of everything, he's like, thanks for the delivery, girls. Here, I have a little tip for you, like for your work. He gives each of us a $20 bill. Fucking crazy. God, this was ages ago and I still remember it so clearly. Still stuck doing the math on how caked up you gotta be to get an escort's Christmas card list? Dude! Like, that dude was probably such a good sugar daddy, like, to, like, be getting, like, expensive gifts from his escorts? He probably treats them well. Me and my sister were reminiscing about it in the car yesterday. Like, can you imagine to just give 2 random delivery girls a total of $40 as a tip? That's fucking crazy. And he wasn't that old either, you know? He couldn't have been older than, like, I don't know, 35 or something. Hold on. Quite a bit of daddy's money, oh for sure. We did it! We finished the lunch! Oh wait, there's a little bit of rice left. Is that a bit of Umebushi left? That's the pit. Let's see Umebushi pit. I have a little bit of coffee left. I really gotta stop for me. I'm so sorry. I really gotta stop. I really have to stop. My mom would kill me if she found out. My mom legit gets mad if she hears me burp. She will like chastise me. She will scold me if she hears me burp. She'll be like, "What are you, a man?" She's like, "What are you, a disgusting man?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, Mom." I'm sorry, Mom. My mom is very prim and proper like that, you know? My mom's a very, like, prim and proper, like, good table manners Catholic lady. So if you ever... Let it be known that if you ever take me home to your parents, I will impress them. I will impress your mother. Trust me. You'll never catch me eating with my elbows on the table. You'll never catch me eating with my mouth open. I'll always be the first one to greet your mom. Yeah, impress them in a good way. Can we date your mother? She's taken, bro. She's taken. Coley told me you can't score. Chris McCarthy, stay away from my mother. He's 50? What the? Oh, I guess you really liked the lunch I made you. I guess you must have really liked it. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the gifted memberships. Also, hello to everybody that just came in. I saw Taco and Sparks. Welcome. Like and subscribe for more lunch. It is true, though. It is true. Thank you. Oh my god. Isn't Mama Monet already your suegra? That's true, she is. She's very strict, though. If she catches you chewing with your mouth open, she will judge you. She will judge you. Like, if she catches you, like... If she catches you, like, eating with your elbows on the table and, like, chewing with your mouth open, she will judge you. Or, like, if you hold the fork and knife wrong when you're cutting the steak, you know? Alright, no Bentley, but here's the tip. Thank you so much! What the... Wow, you guys must have really liked the lunch I made you today. Ooh... Doesn't she watch your stream sometimes? No, she will like click on my VODs sometimes to see what I'm up to, right? Although it was very funny though, because I've seen her like chat in like some like event streams. She'll just say something like, "I love Mono." It's very cute. But she will watch my VODs. She'll like click on my VODs Like when I talk to her on the phone, she'll be like, "Oh, you know, anytime I wonder about how you're doing, I just, you know, you pop up on my YouTube page and I know you're doing alright." And she's like, "And I see you're doing so good. You have like 2,000 viewers." And like, I don't know how to tell her that that's not like live viewers. That's just like the VOD views, you know? But I'm just like, "Yeah, mom." I'm like, "Yeah, mom." It's going pretty good. Thanks. Did you see the Brain Age stream yet? Nah, she's probably pretty busy right now. She was going shopping for me. It's very cute. Like she likes to go. My mom loves stores like TJ Maxx, you know, like Marshalls, that kind of stuff, right? She loves going to that kind of store. And like she'll just like find stuff that she thinks would look cute on me, and she'll just text me a picture and she's like, "Do you want this in white or black?" And I'll be like, white. She's like, "Okay, it'll get to your house soon." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks, mom." It's very sweet like that. But last time she watched the VOD, she was like, she was complaining because she was like, "I think you should tell your company that they should fix your videos, because like the same thing at the beginning, like the thing at the beginning lasts too long. It's like 5 minutes and the video hasn't started." I'm just like, "I will, mom." My mom doesn't know about waiting warmly. I tried explaining to her that I was like, "No, mom, that's, you know, that's me, you know, like I do that so that people have time to show up, you know, because it's live." She's like, "Oh, okay." The timestamps get these things when it happens. Wait, I've been trimming down the start screens from some of my Twitch VODs. Should I not? Does that mess the timestamps up? Should I not? I didn't realize it would affect that. Figured out how to adjust them all, so it's good now. Oh, okay. I need to get my nails done. I think maybe next week I'm gonna go get my nails done. See how they're like, they're so like grown out? It looks so bad. I need to go get them done. I wonder what color I should do though. I've been thinking maybe like a deep blue, you know? Like V4 Mirai blue. Or maybe like an orange. Like a papaya orange, you know? My nails feel good when being scratched. Yeah, I can scratch you real good. I don't think you can hear it. Never mind. Now crush it. Oh no, these cans are too solid. Get them done after the slime stream so you don't damage them. And they're gel, so they don't really get damaged. They last a really long time. So, can I date your mother? I promise I can't fix her. My mother, I'm sorry to say, but you've got some real hard competition. Cause my stepdad that she's married to is a high earning executive, buys her Louis Vuitton, takes her traveling all over the world, multiple times a year. She lives like a princess now, you guys. That's like, she really earned it. She spent the majority of her life being a single mom, you know, like a struggling single mom after she brought us to the United States from Mexico. And they met on, where did they meet? They met on Plenty of Fish or something like that. And he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Normally I would be like, man, it's some freaking, you know, like a big shot executive guy. But no, like he's an honest hard worker because he started as a taxi driver and worked his way up year after year after year after year after becoming like high ranking in the company that he worked in. And then he went to another company and then like climbed and climbed and climbed and climbed. Now he makes 6 digits. Yeah. And he doesn't really flaunt it, which I appreciate. He's just always like, he's always willing to help, you know, like when we need it, which I really appreciate. But I don't really, I'm a stubborn girl. I don't really like asking for help. So I wish 6 digits meant something nowadays. Well, it still means something to me, you know? I sure as hell am not making 6 digits. Right? Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. And he treats my mom very, very, very well. My mom has struggled through a lot of shitty relationships. This is her 3rd marriage. So like, you know, she's gone through quite a bit, you know? And she worked really hard to bring me and my sister from Mexico to the States, right? So she deserves this guy. Like, she deserves to get spoiled by this guy, you know? But it's so funny every time I see her now, because I'll see her and like I'll see her and she's got like Louis Vuitton purses, like her nails all done, her makeup perfect, her hair perfect, you know? She's like all worldly traveled. She's been, God, I actually don't know what country she hasn't been to. I think she's been to every single Disneyland in the world. She loves Disney. She's been to every single Disneyland in the world. Welcome by the way, Janonima! She has everything she could want. She's a very happy woman right now. Shut up, Corin! So I'm very happy for her. No. Very happy for her. But she grew up a very heavily Catholic lady in Mexico, you know? My mom's the kind of person that grew up going to an all-girls Catholic school for her entire education. So she is very strict and very old-fashioned about some stuff. So it probably explains a lot about me, you know? 'Cause that's how she raised me. She raised me like very old-fashioned, very like strict like that, right? To this day, it's so funny. To this day, she still gets mad if my sister serves herself before she serves her husband. My mom will be like, come on, get it together. Why are you doing this? Like, you know what you're supposed to do. She'll get mad. She'll legit get mad. Or like, she'll get mad if she allows her husband to get up from the table, you know, and like serve himself seconds. She'll be like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be the one to get up and serve him. She's so old-fashioned to the point that, like, she taught us that as a woman, you do not sit down at the dinner table until every single man is seated. It's like that. It's that hardcore. It's that hardcore. She's really strict about that stuff. She's super strict about that stuff. Which is so funny because she'll be like that, right? Right? She has that side of her. Here, let's switch over to the other screen and talk a little. She has that side of her. But then also, we'll, like, you know, I'll tell her, right? Like, she'll see what I look like, right? And she sees, like, my standard outfit, you know, with the yellow raincoat. And she'll be like, you should show your boobs more. And I'll be like, Mom! Mom! She'll be like, yeah, show them off. She'll be like, show them off. Go crazy. Yeah, she'll be like, go crazy. When I was in high school, I'll never understand her. She's very, like, she's so, like, at very opposite sides of, like, the spectrum of being traditional, right? Yeah, she used to scold me for being too covered up in high school. She would be like, why? Because this is gonna sound really dorky, right? But in high school, my two fashion icons in high school were Arc from Tsukihime, Arcuit from Tsukihime, and Saber from Fate Stay Night. They're casual outfits, you know? So like long skirts, tights, and like long sleeve blouses, you know? So that was my ideal outfit, you know? Like in high school, I wore a bunch of like long sleeve turtleneck sweaters, long skirts, you know, like stuff like that, right? And she would be like, why do you dress like a grandma? She's like, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, and you're so young, and you're so covered up. She's like, why don't you wear something cuter? And I was like, really, Mom? What? And she'd be like, why don't you, like, you know, show off like your legs a little bit? She's like, you have such nice legs, why don't you show them off? She's like, why are you always wearing turtlenecks? Like, you know, you should be showing off your cleavage a little, you know? And I was like, hey, Mom. It is the duality of the Catholic girl, huh? That's what my mom is like. I heard cleavage is more rifle. Talk about getting activated. Dude heard boobs and he's like, where? Chichi's on it. Boobies on it. It was either that, and then near my senior year of high school, I discovered Kyari Pamu Pamu, right? It was my senior year. Kyari Pamu Pamu had just come out with Pon Pon Pon, and that girl rocked my world, dude. She fucking rocked my world. And I wanted to be just like her. So all of a sudden, all of a sudden I started dressing like a little Harajuku girl. I started like wearing like platform sneakers and stuff, and like started doing my hair in like twin tails. I started wearing like tights with like crazy graphics on them, and like skirts and like really colorful stuff, right? I started trying to dress like Decora. Sounds like my mother was praying every build and snuck out to a boys' house or parties. Yeah, unfortunately, I was painfully, like, kind of a prude in high school, you know? But, my junior and senior year of high school, I think my sophomore year too, I was president of the anime club. To the surprise of absolutely no one. To the surprise of literally absolutely no one, I was the president of the anime club. It was very fun. It wasn't bad. It was a fun time. Nerd, not you! I'm not a nerd, you are. All the decisions have led us here. It's true. It's true. If I partied, you might not have ended up who you are, though. True. I do like parties nowadays, but like, I'm only like a parties with my friends who I already know kind of vibe. You know what I mean? I've been to parties with like people that I don't know, and it just makes me anxious. It just makes me super anxious. I went to a club once. I didn't really like it. I went to like a really like cool club, and I did not like it. I did not like it. It was not my vibe. And even then, right? Like I do like to like, you know, like I'll dance a little. Although if somebody gets close to me, like I will freeze up and I will stop dancing, and I will go pretend to go to the bathroom, you know? I think the only time I was ever really like chatty at like what you could call like a club or like a bar was God, this was like almost like 10 years ago. When I first moved out of my mom's house with my sister and her husband. I think this was before they got married. But basically I used to live with my mom. My sister had already moved out with her boyfriend for a couple of years. And I had just come back from living in Japan. So my sister was like, hey, we're gonna move to another city. Do you wanna come with us? Like, do you wanna move with us? And I was like, fuck, you know what? Yeah, actually, I got nothing to lose, you know? Like, I have nothing holding me back here. Sure, why not, you know? So yeah, I moved with her. And, in like, you know, in the feeling of like wanting to have like a fresh start in a new city, I like, you know, I went online and I like looked up like, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, like, kind of like weeb adjacent stuff where I could make friends, right? Because I was going somewhere where I knew absolutely no one. I didn't know a single soul. So I went online and like found like a goth bar, like a goth club was having like an anime Vocaloid night. And this was like I think like 2 days after we moved. Like my shit was still in boxes. I like frantically, you know, like dug through my clothes that I had packed. And I took the bus. I took the bus to the city to go to this event. And I was completely by myself. I didn't know a single person in this city. But I really wanted to make friends, and I was such a fool because like of course I didn't have the courage to talk to a single soul, right? So I was kind of beating myself up, standing in the corner and just kind of watching people dance and stuff, and I was like, all right, maybe a little bit of liquid courage, you know? Maybe a little bit of liquid courage. So I go to the bar, I order a drink. I think I ordered I finished that when I had another drink, right? And so like by that point I was like decently, what do they call it? Like socially lubricated. God, that's such a nasty phrase though. So I needed a little bit of fresh air. And I'm standing outside of the club, you know, just kind of like checking my phone, kind of like starting to doubt my decisions. And I'm like, fuck, why did I come out here? You know, it's so dumb. Of course I wasn't gonna have the courage to say hi to anybody. And then with an earshot, I hear this group of girls also standing outside. And they're talking about Lolita fashion. And they're talking about Lolita brands and Lolita fashion. And at that point, I had been really, really into Lolita for like a year, right? I had a collection of dresses. I wore them a lot. And at that point, I built up every ounce of courage in my body, and I was like, I'm gonna go talk to them about it. So I like, you know, like scurried over to them, and I was like, are you guys talking about Lolita? And their eyes lit up. They're like, yeah, we are. And so we started a conversation, and they were so friendly to me. And I think they must have also been a little drunk because they were super lovely to me. And then once we you know, like got each other's names and everything like that, they took me around and they introduced me to like all the other girls in the club that they knew. And they're like, this is Mona, we just met her, she's really cool. And I was like, like, that night, I don't really have contact with any of those girls anymore, unfortunately. A lot of them either like you know, moved away. I think some of them moved to Japan. Some of them I just lost contact with. But that night, we all went to go get, like, after we were all tired of being at the club, we walked like a couple blocks, went to go get some pizza, like late night pizza, you know, at a pizza place, like by the Pizza by the Slice place that was open. We ate pizza together. And one of the girls even gave me a ride home in her freaking, like, she had a convertible red Miata with the teddy bear rims and a heart steering wheel. Oh, that was one of the greatest nights of my life. That was awesome. That was awesome. It felt like a dream come true, you know? It felt like a dream come true. I ended up distancing myself from that girl a little bit because the more I got to know her, right? She had a lot of like she had like a car parts import business with her boyfriend. But like it was kind of sus cuz like every once in a while she would like text me and the rest of us and be like, "Hey, the new iPhone came out. I have 50 gift cards." Or no, she's like, "I will supply you with credit cards. Can you go and buy 50 iPhones at the Apple store for me?" And we were like, what? She kept asking us to do this kind of stuff. So, yeah, it was like it was a very sketchy business. Did I do it? No. But you know what? Maybe I should have. You know, because at the end of the day, she had a nice place. She had like several cars, right? She was like importing Japanese cars and stuff like that. And I was freaking working at like the local like home improvement store, you know? So who was really winning? Not me. Does she still have it? I don't know, actually. I have no clue. I lost contact. I lost contact with her. It was one of those like moments where I was like, damn, maybe I should have chosen a life of crime, you know? Look, Chris McCarthy, you can stop rubbing it in now, okay? You can stop rubbing it in. Trust me, I know. You can stop rubbing it in, okay? It's fine. I have you guys. I have you guys. That's all I need. Doing the semester started and has like made me think about a lot of nostalgic stories from when I was in school. The time I bought a I wanted to fit in with the jocks. Like I like in school I wasn't like a popular kid, but I wasn't really considered like a nerd. I was right in the middle, right? So like the nerdy kids liked me. The popular kids liked me. The jocks liked me. Everybody got along with me, right? The only people that apparently didn't like me were the AP students, but fuck them. Nobody likes them anyway. Fuck those kids. Nobody likes the AP students anyway. Bunch of smartasses. I see a lot of you were AP students, huh? Not me. Not me. I barely graduated high school. Not me. I still love you even if you were AP in high school. know what I mean, you know? You're gonna shame me for a master's degree? Joker, you have a master's degree? You have a master's degree? What? Seriously? In fist? What the fuck? Ah, another fellow masters. Okay, you guys can't fucking start bringing this out on me now. What the? I have a bachelor's in statistics and I gotta say your math was very cute the other day. I'm gonna kill myself! I barely graduated high school! Virgo's finishing your PhD this year? What the fuck? I couldn't possibly. Okay, in all honesty, no, I would never shame you guys for that, because that is legit. That is legit a very respectable achievement. And if anything, it actually makes me respect you guys a lot more. Holy shit. Now I feel really stupid though. Of course I respect you guys, and now I respect you even more. Jesus. Color me impressed. Damn. I didn't take high school seriously. I was too busy, like, being a teenager, dealing with the consequences of childhood trauma, you know? So I didn't take that shit seriously. You will punch a stupid gooners to be so conversation. Don't call yourself stupid gooners. You're so much more than that. I have a bachelor's in being eligible. Hey. You're not stupid gooners, you're smart gooners. Damn. Now I feel extra embarrassed about playing Brain Age the other day. Do you still love me? Even if I'm stupid? Do you still love me even though I'm stupid? Yeah, what's that saying? Girls are cutest when they're almost... ... Stop trying to get with my mom! Yeah, she's very pretty, but she's not available. Speaks 3 languages, that's not stupid in the slightest. You're right. That's the one thing I have a lot of pride in. Not a lot of people can say they speak 3 languages. What about your father? You're really asking about my father? Isn't it obvious I have daddy issues? Is it not painfully clear? I'm laughing through the tears. I'm laughing through the tears. You can be my daddy. Okay. Okay, daddy. I do have a lot of pride in knowing multiple languages, though. I've talked about it before a little bit. But before I was a VTuber, I was actually a medical interpreter. So like, yes, I am dog shit at math, but I'm not fully stupid, you know? Before I was a VTuber, all my jobs for several years were all medical. I worked with a lot of doctors and specialists. And then I decided to like pursue being a medical interpreter. Because I was always praised in a lot of my jobs for like my very I mean, my Spanish is a little like out of practice at this point because I haven't spoken it like that much. I only speak Spanish with my mom nowadays, right? But I was always like very praised for my very like kind of like professional sounding Spanish, right? And so I went and got my medical interpreting license. I took classes and everything, right? I would go to medical conferences. Those were kind of fun. I felt very out of place because I'm, you know, there I am like a short girl. Like a short girl at like a medical conference sitting next to like, you know, like neurologists and like specialists and everything, and I'm just like, hey, you know, I know. Do I speak to my mom all the time in Spanish? Yeah, I only speak to my mom in Spanish. I speak with my sister. I speak in Spanish and English. But with my mom, only Spanish. Yeah. Yeah, I was a Spanish to English medical interpreter. Yeah. But don't be thinking I'm fully stupid, okay? I'm only a little bit. Only when it comes to like numbers and math. When numbers and math are involved, my brain shuts off. But if it's like reading, language, stuff like that. I gotta remind you guys sometimes. English is not my first language. Hacerse tonto tiene sus ventajas. You see? Yeah. English is my second language. That's why I get a little embarrassed sometimes when you guys say I have like an accent. Cause to me, I don't think so. You know? Well, sometimes. Sometimes. Every once in a while it comes out. I've gotten better at it. But I used to not be able to pronounce like Z. So for example, if I was saying 0, I would say like 0. Like S, you know, like 0. Instead of 0, I'd be like zero, like that, you know? Or like V, like in VTuber, I would just kind of say it like B, right? Instead of saying vacation, I would be like vacation. I'm going on vacation. Big Spaporu. It comes out once in a while. But I think probably only people that also speak Spanish can probably pick up on it. Baka, baka, baka sounds the same, right? Exactly. I'm happy you guys think my English is good. I'm pretty proud of it, honestly. I consider myself like fully fluent in English. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like most of the time I feel like my English is better than my Spanish now, you know? Hmm. And I also speak Japanese, but I don't really get the chance to practice it much. So my Japanese has gotten a little rusty. About 10 years ago, I got certified. I took the JLPT. I got certified for JLPT N3. And I want to say I'm somewhere between N3 and N2. But I haven't like fully practiced in a while. And that was like 10 years ago, yeah. Not even some of your JP senseis. Honestly, when I have meetings with the JP senseis, I can understand almost everything they say. And the couple times we've had like company dinners with like some of the JP senseis, they're always really like shocked when I start speaking to them in Japanese. They're like, what the fuck? They're always like, what the? I didn't know you could speak Japanese, huh? I have a lot of pride in learning languages, because forced Yae to practice with you. She has praised my Japanese. It makes me really happy. She's praised it before. I think learning languages is a really beautiful thing, though. It really opens up so much of the world. You know? It opens up so much of the world for you. I know there's a lot of tabemonos that speak multiple languages or bilingual. I think it's really cool. I think especially if you live in the United States, there are 3 languages that if you learned any of these languages, you'd be surprised how far they would carry you. I think one of them is Spanish. One of them, in my opinion, probably Vietnamese. And then the other one, in my opinion, maybe Russian. I feel like if you know one of those 3 languages in the United States along with English, like you are automatically like number 1. Like, well, Chinese too. It depends where you are. But I feel like a lot of Chinese communities in the United States are pretty self-sufficient, you know? I think what really like makes a language like really feel needed is that if there's no like solid community in a place for that kind of language, right? Then that means that people that speak that language are more likely to seek help or seek resources outside of their community, right? So for example, I did a lot of work with medical stuff for immigrants, right? And if you're in like a big, you know, for example, if you're like in a big Chinese community, chances are there's doctors that speak full Chinese, right? And so you don't really have the necessity to reach out, right, to an English speaking service or something like that. Like a lot of the time, if you have a doctor that speaks Chinese, you don't need an interpreter. And then it's the same, for example, in a lot of places, maybe you don't need a Spanish interpreter because your doctor will speak Spanish too. However, in some places, and that's where I came in, right? You know, there's a lot of places where there's not a single doctor or a single staff member in a hospital or a clinic that speaks Spanish or that will speak like Russian. You know, it's all about filling in that gap, right? Isn't it required though to have an official interpreter? It's not. Because most places, most clinics, they have access to phone interpreters. So what a lot of places will do is they'll just call someone. If they don't have one, like basically, so the way medical interpreting works, if you have an appointment, right, you have to, it is your duty as a clinic to schedule the medical interpreter. If you, like, because a lot of the times, for example, like, it'll be like a family member. For example, like your daughter or your niece or something, like, will call. Or your granddaughter will call, or like your kids, you know, somebody that speaks English will call, make an appointment for you, and then they have to request an interpreter. They'll be like, oh, and we're gonna need an interpreter. It is the clinic's duty to schedule that. And a lot of the time, like, you can have an interpreter on site, but it is more complicated, right? Because then you need to have an on-site interpreter. There needs to be somebody local that speaks that language, right? And sometimes you'll get somebody from like some, you know, tiny corner of Africa that speaks a language that, like, good luck finding anybody in the city that speaks that language, you know? So that's when you do phone or video interpreting, right? So that person can still have medical care. And when you're a medical interpreter, the biggest thing you have to learn is you have to learn every medical term in your language, like in both languages, right? Because it is and most of the work I did was like on-site medical interpreting. So I was there in like the room with the doctor and the patient, which was very silly sometimes. I have some silly stories from it. You're literally just there to like real-time translate. Like, you know, like in one ear and you just say it. So like if whatever crazy medical jargon the doctor says, even if it doesn't make sense, I have to translate it exactly the way he says it, right? With the exact same tone, you know? If the patient is pissed off and saying slurs and saying bad words at the doctor, I have to translate it in the exact same tone. I have to yell at the doctor, and it's been very interesting. There was one time that I had a I think it was like an optometrist appointment, and the doctor was getting really frustrated because the patient wasn't very like he wasn't really like responding properly, and he kept getting frustrated with me, and I just had to be like, oh, am I back? Am I back? Oh, okay, good. I blame HIPAA, the government's getting me. They shut it down for a second. So yeah, it was like the doctor was like getting frustrated with me. And it's like, dude, if you want to ask what they mean, you have to ask it, right? You can't ask me to clarify. Right? And being in like the room physically for some appointments was very funny. I was in the room once with a lady that had to get a colonoscopy, which is when they stick a camera in your butt. And the doctor asked her to undress, right? And it was this like middle-aged Mexican lady, right? So she was very sweet with me, right? As far as I'm aware, you can't put what you as a translator think. Yeah, you can't. You can't. You're not. It's against like interpreting. You know. You can't. You're just there to translate the words literally. You cannot add anything extra to it. Right? It's very strict. It's very strict. And like this lady was like getting undressed, and I was like, oh, I was telling her, I was like, okay, I'll step out, you know, I'll step out, and I'll come back in a minute, you know, when you're changing to the robe. And she's like, no, it's okay, sweetie, you can stay in here. So I had a face full of middle-aged lady butt. I was like, oh, okay. Quédate, mija, no pasa nada. Yeah, it was like, las dos somos mujeres, no importa. I was like, oh, okay. Andres will call you sweet to the dream. Hey, hey. It was a very professional... very professional environment. I was a very professional girl, okay? I kinda liked being a medical interpreter. I would do it again. I would have to like get my license again. Cause it's like, it's one of those things that you have to like keep up to date. Like you have to constantly take classes. You have to constantly like get your license updated. Like you can't just take it once and then continue. Like you have to keep it up to date. So I'm not like licensed to be a medical interpreter anymore. But it helps a lot, cause like anytime that like like being experienced in like the healthcare field. Anytime like friends like have questions and stuff like that, I always feel nice like being able to help out, you know? So it's Espanol, English, and Japanese. Yep, those are the three languages I speak. Well, I'm full now. I think it's time we wrap up around here. It's almost time for our next class. I hope you enjoyed today's bento. I'm gonna post a picture of it. I took a picture before I ate it. So we'll post a picture on Twitter and Discord of my bento. So you can remember how tasty it was. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much. We're gonna probably raid into Nova if she's still going. And so, I will see you all later. Say it with me. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitch with Hen and Mimi. I'll be finishing Resident Evil 4. Bye bye.